close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
How we doing, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Bailey TV. Listen, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. It's the day after Arsenal have lost to Liverpool 2-0. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm actually really disappointed. And the reason why I'm disappointed is because going into this game, I thought we'd have a really, really good opportunity. You know, a really good opportunity to lay down a marker. It would have been nice to come out of that game with 3 points, with a little bit of distance between us and the chasing pack for the top four. But I went into this game also thinking that we played well against Man City on New Year's Day, and I thought, listen, we're now in a position where we can put in performances like that. I didn't go expecting us to win, because you never can guarantee a victory against a team like Liverpool. They're always a difficult team to beat. You know, they're title challengers for a reason. But I was really disappointed with the way we played. I've got to be honest. The first half, I thought we played okay. I thought we caused Liverpool some problems. Now, I do want to caveat that by saying that Liverpool were poor in the first half. You know, Liverpool were exceptionally poor. So it's hard to really say that we deserved that first half performance, because yes, we were compact. Yes, we got our shape. We were compact, and we stopped Liverpool from, causing us any real difficulty. But having said that, they were poor, and boy, did they change it in the second half, because they come out and they just ripped us apart, didn't they? Let's be honest. And that's what title challenging teams do. You know, when things aren't going well, they come and they find a way of getting the job done, even if it is difficult. And, we've seen it with us, over the years when we've been challenging for titles. Back in the day between us and Man United, we'd have difficult performances, but we'd get over the line. So, yeah, I was really disappointed with Arsenal's performance. And I'm fed up as well of us being we done all right. We nearly got over the line. If we can just eradicate these mistakes, I'm fed up of that. Like, we've got to be beating the top teams, and I feared this at the beginning of the game as well. And I said, this is going to be a real test to see whether we can cope under pressure. And so far, I've got to be honest with you, we're not coping under pressure. Yes, we beat Leicester. Yes, we're beating the teams that we're supposed to be. And I suppose that is progress in a way, because before that we wouldn't be beating teams we're supposed to be beating. But I've got to be honest, we've got to be beating these big teams as well. If we have aspirations of becoming a top team, we've got to be beating these top teams, and we're quite capable of doing it. Listen, I know Man City have had their struggles this season, and they're without a striker and all this, but we played much better against them than we did against Liverpool last night. I've got to be honest. We played much better against them. It was only our own errors that cost us. And again, last night, it was sort of our errors that cost us again. Certainly for that first goal, Ramsdale's got to be saving that. I'm sorry. You can't. I know he got a hand to it, and I know that he's he's still young and he's developing. And I've been championing Ramsdale all season, and I really like him, but he's got to be saving that. He's got to be keeping that out. I'm sorry. That you can't make those kind of errors against the top teams. And what I've realized about this Arsenal team is a couple of things, and that is that, one, when things go against us in games, we let our heads drop. And after the first goal last night, we did let our heads drop, and it all fell apart. And secondly, what I've learned as well is that the mistakes that we're making, yes, we're getting away with them against the lesser teams. We're not being punished. But against the likes of Liverpool, against the likes of Man City, against the likes of Chelsea, and even Spurs, you could probably throw into that mix, we just get punished. And I know this is a young team. I know that they're still developing. I know that there's going to be bumps in the road. But this was a real opportunity to cling on to that fourth spot. And I know we're still in fourth because that was one of our games in hand. So I know we're still in fourth place. But it just makes everything harder now. We've got to go to Villa Park and get 3 points. We've got to go to Palace and get 3 points. We've got to get 3 points against Tottenham. We've got to get 3 points against Chelsea. We've got to win those games. Every game now is a must-win game. And I'm not saying that it wasn't before, but it just makes it so much difficult now to get into that top four because, we've got teams chasing us, West Ham, Spurs, Man United, and yeah, they could all potentially drop points, and they've all got competitions, maybe not Spurs, but West Ham and Man United are all in competition. They've got other competitions to sort of focus on. Sorry, I got that wrong. Man United haven't, because they've obviously been binned out of the Champions League. But it just makes it so much harder, guys. Nothing's ever easy with Arsenal, is it? And I think why I'm disappointed as well is because I really believed in this group of players, and I still do believe in this group of players, and I know it's not all going to be plain sailing, and it's not going to be easy every single game, but I at least thought that they were putting a bit more of an effort. Now, I've got to be honest, there were some good performances. Martinelli again, outstanding. I can't help but thinking, and I don't really want to go in on hard on Martinelli because he's a young player and he has probably been one of our better players this season. But I can't help but thinking his end product needs to be better. If his end product was much better in that final third, then we would have a serious player on our hands. Listen, I still think we've got a serious player on our hands, but his end product is the one thing that's letting his game down at the moment. And I think if he can improve on that, then it's going to be good for us. But look, it is what it is. We move on to the next game. But I've got to be honest, guys. I don't want to say that we've overhyped these players, but I think the one thing to take away from this game is that we're a team that's still trying to find our way, and we're not there at that level yet. And then you look at Liverpool, they're the finished article, and we saw that last night. We're a team that's trying to be where Liverpool is, and Liverpool are obviously the finished article, and they've got better players, they've got better quality. And it was just disappointing, guys. It really was. It was absolutely disappointing. But listen, we got to move on. We've got to move on to Villa. We've got to get back on track, because even losing to Liverpool, we're still in fourth. And we can stay in fourth because we are that we're playing at 12:30, so we're the first game, so we can get the win. We're a point ahead of Man United at the moment as things stand. So if we get the win against Villa, then we still go 4 points ahead, but it just puts pressure on them now, doesn't it? It puts pressure on Man United to be to perform. And it's disappointing that we lost against Liverpool, but it's not. Listen, we're still very much in that hunt for the top 4. But it just means now that we've only got 2 games in hand, and we've got to take advantage of those guys. Those 2 games in hand, got to take advantage of those. And our old nemesis, Jota, scored again against Arsenal. Do you know what? I was thinking about this during the game, that Jota is actually becoming the next Didier Drogba. Do you remember Drogba used to do the same for Chelsea? Whenever he'd play Arsenal, he'd always score. And Jota for Liverpool is becoming the same type of player. But look, it is what it is. Disappointing afternoon. Disappointing evening, sorry. And, we just move on. It's not all doom and gloom. I realise that this stream has been a bit doom and gloom, but I had to just get a few things off my chest, and I had to sort of call it how I see it. And that's how I seen it. Last night it wasn't a great performance. Especially in that even in the first half, we made it difficult for them. But in truth, it was more to do with the fact that Liverpool were poor rather than the fact that we were brilliant. It certainly wasn't like the New Year's Day performance against Man City. And it's disappointing. Listen, guys, that's it for my review of Arsenal versus Liverpool. Please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with my preview of Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Listen, guys, we dust ourselves off. We go again. And hopefully we can still take that 4th spot come the end of the season. But it's going to be very difficult. All take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Smash the like button. Smash subscribe.